Howdy, howdy. My name is Eric Piccioni, and this has been a video that's been in the making for quite a while. And through many days, nights, weekends, and months of headaches and stressful moments and delays, I'm finally excited to share the fact that we are finally able to move in and sleep in our new apartment that we bought and renovated in Russia. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of our apartment. It's nothing ridiculous. We did try to keep it in the budget, and I'll give you a breakdown of the financials in another video if you wanted, but I just wanted to walk through the entire place, describe details that I can recall that are top of mind, and we'll walk around together. So check out what we got going on, and let's get into it. All right, so in the previous apartment, we ended up having a wall separating these two rooms, and we actually ended up tearing down that wall. If you can see that line at the top, that's where the old wall used to be. This used to be like two separate rooms, and that actually used to be a balcony that was enclosed. So we ended up taking that window or separate door out and making it more into an open space. So we'll start in the kitchen, kind of walk around the place. I'm not a real estate agent, so forgive me for my lack of detail on certain things. But first thing first, we have these little double doors that we wanted to have a little bit of both, where we can have some privacy but also see through. So we have our little kids running around. We can see what's going on if we're in the kitchen and they're out and about, but we still have the ability to close off the space. So this can actually be opened into two separate open doors, or when it's unlocked. Actually, it's unlocked already. So there we go. So you can open both sides, and then you can just put them together and lock them in the center, and then that holds together. Going into the kitchen, we had these custom made. They're not like Italian marble, cabinets or anything, but they are very nice, and we're happy with the way it turned out. There's a little light under here that if you tap your hand, you can open that up or turn the light off. So that's pretty nice. The sink the cabinet or the countertop was cut incorrectly, so we still need to get that replaced. But these are all soft close, as they call it. So you can close the cabinets, and they have a nice gentle close to them. But very happy with the way that this looks. Still some figuring out to do with furniture and what we'll do with certain corners like this right here. Our fridge is nothing crazy, just bigger family, a lot of guests coming over, so we needed a fridge that would make sense, because we've definitely had our fair share of small fridges. Going into the living room, for some reason, I don't know what it is about Russia, I can't say that I'm a huge fan of the couches, because they all seem to be fairly rough and stiff. So we splurged a bit on this couch, and are happy with the way it turned out. So this can actually turn into a bed. On this couch can be opened. You can turn the cushions outside and fold everything out. This can extend. You can put this poof right here over in this side, and it can turn into like a pretty sizable bed, I believe a queen. And then you can remove these handles over here. I got our guard dog watching over the place. And then you can make this like a really actually spacious bed. So if you had guests over and they weren't able to, if they wanted to stay the night, you could make that happen. We ended up getting a pretty decent sized TV for the place. We're loving the chandelier. We found this at Leroy Merlin, or Leroy. I have a hard time saying it. It's like the Home Depot of Russia. Nice little setup. This is a cool little table that I've never seen before until I got to Russia, but they have a lot of these like extending tables where you can open this up, you pull it, I've only got one hand right now, so I'm not going to bother. But you can open this up, and it extends another, whatever that is, like 1.5 feet, something like that. So it can, if you have more guests coming over, that's always a nice touch. We have chairs coming, so we got some poofs in the meantime, since they're kind of like a temporary setup, and then we'll probably just throw them over there in the corner next to the water heater, or the heaters or the radiators. So this is a nice little setup. We've got the different lights for the different occasion. You've got your morning lights that go underneath the cabinet. And I don't know why it's glitching on camera, but that's kind of like the lower level, and then you can do your higher brightness with the candle lights above. Not sure what we're gonna do over here. We might do a reading nook, throw a little a chair down, like a rocking chair, and maybe a bookshelf above it on the wall, something like that. And then, yeah, so going into the living room, we just had these installed recently. You've got storage for all of our winter stuff. It'll just be, this middle one right here is going to be our storage, my wife and I's, and then our kids are going to have this space. We've got storage for shoes, got a lot of stuff in there, so it's kind of poking out. But it's another soft close, which is a really nice thing, because I tend to close cabinets harder than I should. I sometimes don't know my own strength, so it's nice. But yeah, that looks really nice. I'm loving the color. I've never really had one of these guys. We figured it would make sense because we clean our apartments like 2 or 3 times a day, so it really helps. The idea of it is nice. So far, haven't been like super pumped, just because it seems like it would take a whole day to clean the dang place. So being the perfectionist that we are, not a huge fan of the robot vacuum right now, but we will see in time. Got to clean the floors a bit still, but this is the guest bathroom. Originally, there was no toilet here. It was just a sink and like a secondary bathroom. Really, it was a weird setup. There was no toilet, so you couldn't do anything in here. Or my mistake. I'm trying to remember what exactly the setup was. Oh no, there was a toilet, I think, but it wasn't like solid, or it was a weird setup. So actually, for clarity, what ended up happening is on the before the renovation started, there was no toilet here. It was strictly a sink right over here. On this wall, there was this shower that ran along this wall, a little like laundry section over here. But if you actually wanted to use the toilet, you would need to come outside and go in this room, and everyone shared that one toilet. So for us as Americans, convenience is a big thing. So we just wanted to add a toilet in both bathrooms, so we weren't waiting in line for the restroom. So just wanted to add that in for context or clarity on what it was or what I meant to say there. That is me. We've got this little mirror where you touch the bottom, little sensor. It's a nice little fancy touch, but yeah, nothing too crazy. And then this is going to be another closet storage room. We're going to put little shelves over here on the left side. That is our electrical box. Got the internet. A couple other things we still got to install. We're going to get AC especially in the winter, or sorry, in the summer, when there is a lot of heat without any wind. It really helps to have that. This is our kids' room. Got some nice wallpaper that we're happy about. It looks really peaceful. This is a nice little calm room. Got the candle lights. It's a little dirty, but we were having some playtime earlier. We're gonna install a little gym wall so they can be surrounded by fitness. That'll be fun. But not sure what else we're gonna put in there, so time will tell. Second bathroom, the main bathroom, got a little tub here. Nothing too crazy, just I think all the things that we wanted out of a place, we did our best to get it set up here. So we did end up getting a bidet, but the real deal is that kid's toilet. The towel heaters right here. Another one of those light bulb mirrors. If you touch it, boop, there you go. And then this will like turn the steam off. Boop. There we go. And then little tub. The one thing that I don't ever remember seeing is dryers are definitely not common in Russia, because you'll have a rack to put the clothes on and dry them, which we do have now in case we need it. It's right there. But guard dog is on duty. So yeah, so that's the bulk of it. This is our bedroom. We'll have nightstands on the sides of our bed coming in the next week or two. That'll be exciting. But we'll very likely put a TV up here. So that's going to be cool. The second chandelier we got, also from Leroy Merlin. Got the curtains in. Liking the look that it's giving. But the last but not least, the office. It's a nice little space to work out of, and yeah, it's kind of what we're working with. But excited for the feeling and the look that this renovation came out to. So appreciate you watching. That's really it. That's all I got for this video today. I appreciate you watching. Send over some questions or feedback, or maybe thoughts on what you would like to see next. Transparently, my life isn't super adventurous. It's really just spending time with my family. I like to live a fairly low-key life. So I like to give people a perspective on what it's like to actually live in Russia. I've covered a decent amount, so I'm not even sure what else is still left to talk about. And I don't like to film every moment of my life, as I like to be more in the present. So apologies if I'm not filming and posting as much as you would like, but you know, feedback is definitely appreciated. I'm happy to make videos if I can find a way to like weave it in and around my current lifestyle and what I like to do on a daily basis. But nonetheless, all feedback is great feedback. So I appreciate the time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. God bless. Stay tuned.